Hi! Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do a fishtail plait, and then I'm going to move that on a little bit more towards how to do a pretty kind of voluminous fishtail plait as well. So I'm going to teach you the basics and then teach you how to do something a little bit more creative and a little bit more different. Excuse the fact that I'm not wearing any of my makeup today, it's just because I have a sty and I don't want to get any of my makeup infected, but I've also got an ingrown eyelash, and trust me, to have something like an ingrown eyelash, I've tried to make up for the lack of eye makeup with the bold lip, but I don't know if it's doing much for me. But anyway, I'm just going to show you quickly on this side how to actually do a basic fishtail plait. So it's dead simple. You just need to start off by splitting your hair in two. So we've got the left hand side and the right hand side. You take a little bit of hair from the left, put it on the right, and now that is part of the right hand side. Then you take that from the right and put it on the left, and that's part of the left. And then I'm repeating that, taking the left over to the right, and that's part of that section of hair. And then you just want to keep repeating that until you build up your fishtail braid. Eventually, when you get sort of towards the end, it can turn into a normal plait. And as you can see, there's a fishtail braid from the top and the bottom. So all you need for this is a comb, a brush to brush your hair with in the beginning. I've got this little Tresemme one that's a little bit full of dust, sorry. Some Pantene hairspray. You can use obviously any hairspray. Telling you what hairspray to use, but I use this one and it's the maximum hold, which works for me. If you guys don't like that kind of stuff, you can use something that's not so strong, but love this one. And then I've got 4 little skinny hair ties with the hair dangling off it. Sorry. 4 little skinny hair ties. I've got 1 little see-through hair tie too. So yeah. I've started off by just brushing my hair through from the top to the bottom, making sure I've got no tangles because I feel like that helps you get a smoother finish when you do your plait. Now I'm going to section my hair off and I'm going to put the top bit away, and I'm just going to section the bottom bit and comb it, make sure it's nice and neat, and then use a little skinny hair tie to tie up that bit. And I'm going to do this along the rest of my head. Split it into 4 sections. I'm going to do this again and take out another section higher than the other one. And when I do this, I want to try and make sure, you know where you can see the parting? I'm just going to spread the hair out a little bit after I've tied it up to make sure you can't see the little bold bits of my head. If you know what I mean. My scalp. That's the word. So like you can see it there. And hopefully... Obviously, I can't see the back of my head, so I'm just doing my best. I'm doing it this way because when you do a normal fishtail plait, it's quite loose and it's quite floppy because it just comes out of 2 sections, if that makes sense. So it's easier if you want like a slick kind of slick back finish to actually tie all your hair up first. As you can see, I just stretched out that hair to try and hide my little bold scalp areas. And I'm splitting it into the 3rd section now, just combing it as I tie it up too. I'm just gonna, I know you can't properly see, but that's just me spreading it, so I'm removing my boldy bits. For the last section, I'm just going to put some hairspray on and then back comb my hair a little bit. Give it a bit of volume, which you actually really can't see that I've done, but I've done it so many times that I've got enough volume. Please bear with me as this is the first time I filmed a hair tutorial, so I don't really know where I need my camera and what's going on. But I'm just going to tie a bobble loosely so I can keep some volume in this top bit of my hair, as the rest is nicely slicked back. And then I'm just going to tighten it and then pull out bits of my hair to create a voluminous look at the front. I need to tighten it, otherwise I'll have like a floppy moving braid, which is what I don't want. I want it to be nice and level and stuck to my head so it doesn't fly around everywhere. Now I'm splitting each of my sections into two, so I'm getting ready for the actual fishtail braid, because if you remember, that needs to be split into two, well, not just to start it, but to actually do it. So I'm going to start from the top. Again, I'm sorry if you can't see very well, I couldn't either. And I'm going to start doing my fishtail braid and then adding in each pony as it comes along, as you can see. And this helps to make sure it's stuck against your head. And I know from the side you can see the bobbles, but that is why towards the end we're just going to pull it out so you can't see the bobbles at the side. Well, when you've got a side view. You may need to practice a few times before trying this particular one, so you might want to practice just doing a normal little fishtail braid. But all I'm doing is pulling bits through just a little bit faster than usual. So rather than having to actually explicitly separate them, I'm just pushing them through, as you can see. It's pretty easy and you can get used to it. And once I've done the end of this one, I'm going to tie my little clear hairband at the end of that plait. So I'm just going to hairspray my plait. Because I've got a sleek kind of look, I don't mind how messy the braid is, so I'm just going to pull the braid out to thicken it a little bit, as you can see. And I know I'm pulling bits out of my hair, but like I said, it goes with the nice contrast with the sleek against the messy braid. So I like that. If bits fall out like that, you can just grip them back in and tuck it away into the plait and you won't be able to see. Now I've just moved around to the front and I'm pulling out these bits. And I'm just going to spray a bit of hairspray on my hand, rub it between my fingers, and then slick back my little baby hairs because they do annoy me. And then I'm just going to pull out some little bits at the sides to make it a bit cuter. And there we go. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.